Good evening everyone. Welcome to Botany Insiders new marathon series. We'll be having exam mapping for the June 2023 CSIR UGC NET examination. We'll be discussing the most important topic list for all the units. For today's class, we'll be having the discussion for unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3. We'll be discussing questions also, and I'll be sharing a complete list of topics as well. Okay. Good evening to all the students. Good evening Shana, Madhusmita, Sayanti. So from today up till the examination, we'll have a class on daily basis. So make sure that you join on daily basis. We'll be having a discussion of the complete list of the topics. Okay. Good evening Selva. Let everyone join in and then we'll begin. I'll give you a complete list. So make sure that you have a notebook and a pen with yourself and you can write it down in the notebook. Okay. And the complete list will be dependent upon the type of the questions that were there in the last 3-4 years of the CSIR. So I have analyzed the papers and made a complete list for the same. So make sure that you are there in the class up till the end. Okay. Good evening Rajesh. Okay, so let's begin with our class now. Others would join in the time being, right? Before starting, if you're new, make sure to give a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We also have a full course running for the December 2023. So the course was started on 15th. If you wish to enroll in the same, you can enroll. Then we have our application available both on iOS as well as on the Android application, so you can download it both ways. We have a number of courses running. Now let's understand about each of the topics. Okay, good evening Abhishek. So most expected questions topic for unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3. I cannot take all the units all together, so we'll have a discussion in parts. So today 1st, 2nd and 3rd, tomorrow 4th, 5th and 6th, so on and so forth. In 4 classes I'll try to cover up all the topics. Okay, so sit back and try to keep a note of all of them. Let's talk about unit number 1, that is biochemistry. If you look into the recent trend of the paper, now I'm talking about 2022, 2021, 2020 and 2019. If you look into these papers, the questions have changed but there are few of the topics that are repeated, like in the previous years also, like in 2016, 14, 15, at that time also some of the are very favorite questions of CSIR. For example, from Ramachandran plot, this year also you can expect one question. This is completely based upon the previous year question analysis and nothing else. So we are just having a discussion regarding what we have analyzed. There is no short thing. We are not claiming anything. Okay, remember this. I'm not claiming any paper which is going to come or anything like that. It is just the analysis according to the previous year questions. Okay, one topic is Ramachandran plot. Very important, very easy and repeated. Like if you look into all the 4-year papers, you will find one or the other questions from that particular thing. Then the question of protein degradation. In last 3 years, protein degradation concept was repeated. Protein degradation or digestion concept, in which we study about the role of trypsin, the role of chymotrypsin, how does each of these things work and how do they actually cut and which amino acid do they cut is very important. Okay, very important. Next thing, from the secondary structure of protein, it could be from the techniques, it could be from the structure typically, and it could be from the functionality as well, in which the folding or the type of bonds might also be asked. So again, very important, remember about this. Secondary structure of protein is again very important concept. Okay, next thing, from the enzymes, if you look into the enzymes topic, from enzymes, specifically from the non-competitive and competitive inhibition and the uncompetitive inhibition, if you look into previous years, the increase or the decrease in the Vmax and the Km has been asked directly twice. Okay, so make sure that you are keeping a note of the complete thing as well. Next, in addition to that, the question from or in relation to your exception of proline and glycine is again expected, because in the last years also the question was there, and this particular topic is very frequent, like very easily, like every single year CSIR gives you a question from this particular area. So you can expect one question from this thing as well, because proline and glycine, both of them carry a specific information. So remember about this. Next concept is hemoglobin degradation. In the last 2022 and 2021, in both the years, there was a question regarding the hemoglobin degradation, that which particular compound gets formed first, and also from the reaction of the hemoglobin with the carbon dioxide, which forms the carbamides. So again, very important. This is something which is new, that is taken up by the CSIR in the exam. So make sure that you are keeping a hold of this hemoglobin topic as well. In addition to that, there is a concept of delta G, like delta G is the Gibbs free energy. In the recent year, questions have been asked from this particular thing as well. In addition, there is one more concept of Dixon plot. In 2020 and in 2022, both years the question has been asked, easy pointer, but the point is majority of you tend to delete it, like tend to eliminate it from your preparation, but try reading about the Dixon plot as well. In 2020 the question was asked in part B. In 2022 the question was asked in part C, in the match the following concept. In part B, it was just a theoretical question that was asked, and in both the papers the question was similar, that what is the Dixon plot actually representing. So remember about that particular thing as well. Dixon plot is actually telling you about the mechanism or the extent to which the velocity or the mechanism of the reaction gets inhibited by a specific inhibitor. Okay, so read about that, it's very important. Clear? So on one end we plot the concentration of the inhibitor, and on the other hand we plot the concentration or the change in the velocity of the entire reaction. So remember about that particular thing as well, very important. Okay, then so these are the major topics that we study or that we have to keep in mind specifically for unit number 1. Enzymes, proteins, degradation, protein structure, Ramachandran plot, hemoglobin degradation, Dixon plot. These are very frequently, like in the last 3-4 years, the question got repeated from this. Is it clear to everyone till here? I am expecting all of you have done the previous year questions from 2015 up till 2022. I am expecting you all have covered at least these 7-8 year papers, both the shifts or both the June and December papers, right? Is it clear till here? If yes, I'll move forward to the next unit, and then we'll be solving questions also. Clear everyone? Very good. Keep a note of all of this. Okay, you can take a screenshot as well for this thing. Now we'll be doing it for unit number 2. Understand, for unit number 2 now. So in unit number 2, first foremost, very commonly repeated, cell cycle regulation. In both the 2-3 years, 2020, 21, 22, question was asked in terms of your G1 to S transition, S to G transition, S to G2 transition, or G2 to M transition. So remember about this particular thing, very very important. Second concept was related to your banding in your chromosome. Majority of the students tend to skip off that. There was a question specifically asked in the CSIR where they asked you regarding the nomenclature of the banding that is taken up in the chromosome. So that was something very very easy, but majority of the students did not study about that and they had to skip off that particular question. Okay, so make sure that you are keeping a note of that as well. That is the chromosomal banding. Okay, next you have the concept of your plasma membrane. Very very common, easy and scoring pointer. Like in 2020 there was a question asked related to the micelles formation, that which of the following will not form micelles. So remember about that as well. Then you for the banding, the question was 10p11. This was given to you and you were asked the nomenclature for the same, that what will be the nomenclature for this particular thing. Now the students who studied about it, they marked it very easily, but the ones that has not studied this particular thing, they had to skip it off. So remember, in the chromosome you have a short arm, you have a long arm. So it is showing P, that means it is representing the short arm. So okay, the short arm of chromosome number 10 at the G subpoint of band 1 and the sub band 1 of band 1. In the first band there are a number of bands, so sub band 1 of band 1. This was a question that was asked. This is the exact thing, like it is from evening batch of November 2020 exam. Okay, next is your plasma membrane, very important, specifically the presence of phosphatidylserine, phosphatidylcholine, all these things are important. These has been asked. Then the nature of your various hydrophobic and the hydrophilic amino acids in terms of the passage via the plasma membrane, again important concept. Then you have endocytosis, exocytosis, that is your transportation, endo and exocytosis, very important. Then you have a concept of myosin, like in 2020 there was a specific myosin given and you had to tell to which particular subcategory does it belong to. So myosin concept, and this is from your cytoskeleton value question. Okay, so from the cytoskeleton topic, again very important. Then you have the nucleosome concept. In 2022 there was a specific question given to you in terms of your nucleosome concept, where histones were asked that which of the following does not have any variant, because we have a number of histones present, H1, H2A, H2B. So the question was which of the histones are not having any variant. So the answer was somewhere that because all of the histones have their own variant, so you had to find out the answer on that basis. Okay, so very important concepts, make sure that you are keeping a note of all of them. Cell cycle, in this year also you can find a question related to this, because it is a very important concept. You should have a very good understanding because you are sitting for a national examination, and you should have a very good understanding of these crucial things that happens in the entire body. Okay, so these are the most important topics of your unit number 2. Right, next let's understand for unit number 3. If everything is clear till here, let me know, then I'll move forward. Clear everyone till here? You know what, the CSIR examination is very properly designed. It's a very good balance of your knowledge checking. So make sure that you are managing your time well in the examination. Make sure you are keeping self confidence in yourself that yes, you can go through the exam. Okay, so and you are not getting into the exam pressure or any kind of thing. I am uploading videos on daily basis. I hope you all are checking them for every aspect possible, be it time management, be it the number of questions to attempt, be it the safe target score, anything and everything. So make sure you are keeping a track of the videos, and tomorrow a complete strategy, a complete paper attempting strategy video is going live. So make sure that you all watch it. It would be live by 10:30 or something. So make sure that you watch that. There is no important topic for part A, Rajesh. No important topics. You just have to practice properly. We cannot predict part A specifically because it's very, very dynamic. Arrangement question, theoretical, algebra question, all those are important. Okay, let's look into unit number 3 now, that is fundamental processes, which is your molecular biology. DNA replication, very important. Like all the concepts in your central dogma is very important, first thing. Okay, so try not skipping anything from the complete central dogma related to DNA replication, DNA repair, then you have transcription, you have post transcriptional changes like splicing, capping, tailing, all these things are important. Then you have translation, very important. Then you have translational changes or post-translational modifications. So remember each and everything. In addition to that, if you want to pinpoint to few of the things, operon model is important, both lac operon and tripoperon. In 2020, there was a question asked. You were given 4 options and you need to find out in which of the condition the lac operon will be in the on condition. So that means they are asking you the concept behind the same thing, right? Then you have a number of inhibitors working at each of the steps in each of these processes. So the concept of inhibitors, the complete list of inhibitors is very, very important. So keep on revising the complete list, be it whichever inhibitor that you come across, make sure you are recalling it and revising it again and again. Okay, so next is your inhibitor, you have operon and all these concepts. In addition to that, DNA recombination is also something that is getting repeated in the examination. There was a question that Rec-A, it's a protein, question was to which of the following Rec-A is getting used in. So Rec-A gets used in the DNA recombination process. Then in 2022 there was a question asked between the difference of direct and base excision repair, that is from your DNA repair mechanism. So keep a note of that as well, right? So all these are most important topics of your unit number 3. Is it clear to everyone? Just check whether all these things are clear or not. If yes, then we'll move forward to our questions. Okay, so for today's class I have kept unit number 1, unit number 2 and unit number 3. From tomorrow, in tomorrow's class we'll have unit 4, 5, 6 discussed and few questions. If it's done, then I'll start with the questions part today. Clear? Okay, so this is the first question. You can see this one is from your June 2020. Question is, which of the following is not involved in the formation of lipid rafts? Get the answer for this question, everyone. Read it properly and then mark the answer for this. Everyone mark the answer for this question. Very good. Which of the following is not involved in the formation of lipid rafts? It is your phosphatidyl serine which is not involved in the formation of our lipid rafts. Okay, answer for this is option number 4. Keep a note of this. This is the latest year paper, so it is somewhere related to your plasma membrane itself, right? Next question, get the answer for this. This one is from your line and sign, transposable element. Again, repeatedly asked topic. In the last 3 years, transposable element was one of the most favorite topic of CSIR. Get the answer for this now, everyone. You need to find out the false statement out of the 4 options given to you. Read it properly and mark the answer in the chat section, everyone. Very good everyone, mark the answers. Okay, let's see. First option is line are located near the or primarily in the eukaryotic region. Second, line cannot encode all the products needed for their retrotransposition and they depend upon the sign for some components. Then of the 3 human line families, line 1 is the only family to have actively transposable elements. Fourth one, active line 1 element possesses an internal promoter that is located within an 5' untranslated region. Okay, so the answer for this question is option number B, that is line cannot encode for all the products needed. It is the other way round, that is sign cannot encode for all the products and sign depend upon line for the complete production and the formation of the components. Okay, next question, get the answer for this. This one is from your splicing concept. All the questions that I have taken up today, they are from your June 2020 paper. Okay, get the answer for this. Which one of the following snRNAs given below base pairs with the 5' splice site of the pre-mRNA? Done everyone? Quickly mark the answer. Very good, very good. Let's see. The answer for this particular question is option number 1, that is U1 will be getting the base pairing done with the 5' splice site of your pre-mRNA. Okay, answer for this is option number 1, U1. Okay, clear everyone? Let's look into the next question. Next question is again from your unit number 3 itself, that is which one of the following RNAs possess the peptidal transferase activity? 4 options in front of you: tRNA, 5srRNA, 16srRNA and 23srRNA. Get the answer for this question now everyone. Get the answer. Very good. Everyone mark the answer for this question. Done? Let's see. The answer for this question is yes, option number 4, that is 23srRNA is the one that possesses peptidal transferase activity. Okay, next question. Now this one is a bonus question for you all related to your pedigree analysis. Get the answer for this question everyone. The trait shown below is showing which of the 4 options, like out of the 4, which of the traits are shown by the above pedigree. Get the answer. And pedigree analysis is again one of the repeated concept in the recent years, so make sure that you are having a good hold over the previous year questions in the pedigree as well. Okay everyone, think about it, check it, mark the answer for this. Even if you go for the elimination method in this now, you'll get it easily. Very good everyone, mark the answer. Quickly mark the answer everyone. Just check what is the way in which the trait of the diseased one is getting done and the non-diseased one is getting forwarded. Okay, let's see. So the answer for this particular question is option number B, that it is a autosomal recessive trait. See, X-linked recessive trait, it could be the answer, but we have a diseased female as well, so no. Y linked, no, because X is also there. Then X linked dominant, no, because not all the females are getting affected by it. Okay, answer for this would be autosomal recessive trait. Is it clear to everyone? This one was your bonus question for this particular class. Did you like the complete concept of this segment? Like for the next 8 days till the time we have our examination, I am targeting this same segment. Okay, so just let me know if this segment helps you out, if this particular pattern helps you out, because it would give you a complete holistic understanding of how you should revise or what should be your target during these last days, and then you can keep a note of these things after the class as well. Like after the class you can just sit and check whether you are done with these concepts or not. Others also just let me know, and accordingly I'll plan out them. Okay, tomorrow I am planning out to have the class, or Rajesh, you're asking the same question again and again. You have to practice. There is no other way. From 2015 to 2022, just sit and do the questions. Find it online if you feel like get the help of your seniors, or enroll in a small course wherever you can find out the question answers, because it's very important for you to sit and do the questions yourself first, right? There is no point asking the same thing again and again. 2015 to 2022, 8-year papers, sit and do. 8 years, 16 papers, 20 questions in each paper. So 320 questions are there for you, and you can just sit and solve them. Previous year questions are getting repeated in the exam, specifically in part A, so you can use it accordingly. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be having the discussion for unit number 4, 5, 6. Be there in the class at 8 o'clock. From today up till the examination, we'll have a class on daily basis. Okay, so this was about this class. Thank you for joining in. Let's meet tomorrow. Good luck, take care, all the very best, and also all the very best for the upcoming examination. You all are doing great. Let's meet tomorrow now. Bye everyone, and wait for the class that I'm going to upload tomorrow for the paper attempting strategy.